Amikan laga state Nagaland de ILP poila implement kurigena ahia do December 9 2019 de implement kurigena ahishe aro hoy on paper nolibi notification de do ILP to implement kurigena ase hulibi phal bra itu enforce na guria amikan dikhi paigena ahia ase ajilaga din debi Dimapur Naga Students Union Dnsu khanbra press conference ILP oporde digena ase Dnsu khanbra kotha guna ja homoi tan guise ki Dnsu as a student body Daikan governor hubi nolibi chief minister hubi memorandum khan digena ahishe aru itukla noi hulibi dakan ILP laga issue bode lugena multiple press release khan bi digena ahishe hulibi tahan koyese hoy as per notification nolibi as per paperwork to implement kurigena ase hulibi thik pra enforce na gura laga tahan koigena ase ami khan ekbar phalwa sagena chale do March 28 2025 te minority Samaj khan tahan Dimapur TC lo de ekta closed door meeting luise ILP oporde itu laga meeting khotom hoigena Marwari Samaj laga general secretary Pasu Tamani ba press khan lo de kotha gura homoy tai du koina thagise ki non nagas khan ge ILP do exam gurbole edu kotha gura laga bi koina thagise aro itukla no yulibi mati gini bole rights bi manya laga men itu dikise to itu laga oporde yede Dnsu laga president Mr. P Hinoto Aomi taibra itu kuise ki jodi taikhan Nagaland de thagi ase guledo article 371 AB takan respect kurigena thagibo lagia laga tai kotha kurigena ase kwanishna Dimapur Naga Students Union khanbra press conference tia homoe takan khushina pa laga bi janai dise kile mane ILP do implement kurna selbi kwanishna effectively enforce na gurani mide takan khushina pa laga kuina ase itu nimide takan ba government khangi aro appeal kure ase ILP do especially Dimapur district te phalbra enforce kurigena aike lui jabole koigena ase aibe ami khan press conference oporde luigena title pass sai lobo.
Thank you media persons for coming to our press conference. Today is a very important press conference regarding to the identity of the indigenous Nagas settling in Dimapur, Chumkedima and Nagaland. These three districts are all equally important, but we will be dwelling on Dimapur districts in particular. We all know the issue of ILP. It was due to popular demand and the demand of the people. It was enforced, notified way back on December 11, 2019 by the government. But that was still in notification. It was in deeds, not in words. Now, fast forward, all the civil societies of Dimapur have time and again appealed to the government to strictly enforce ILP in Dimapur district and the three erstwhile districts, that is Chumu and Nagaland. So on 20th November 2024, if I'm not mistaken, the government has issued a clear notification that ILP will be introduced in Dimapur with three categories. So the first category is December 1963, that is the year that Nagaland got statehood, and the second category is 21st November 1979, and the third category 22nd November 1979. Now, if you look at the genesis that has happened, we all know that ILP, it is a democratic time bomb which affects the indigenous communities of Nagaland. In this regard, I would like to point out that Dimapur Naga Students Union have given up many press releases, and we have also met that on April 5th, 2025, we have submitted a representation to the governor, and on February 5, 2025, we have submitted a memorandum to the Chief Minister of Nagaland, appealing the Chief Minister to strictly enforce and ILP in Dimapur and to have a robust mechanism to check such and also to set up check gates in all the entry points of Dimapur. My colleagues will also say something. I will also add more on the later part.
As said by our AJS, time and again, the Dimapur Naga Students Union have been raising the issue of ILP again and again. We have written numerous representation and letters to the government, but we all know that ILP is already in place, but enforcement though we haven't seen in a proper manner as of now. Proper manner no ina enforcement na ILP though. You see, towns like Dimapur has grown rapidly, and it has become a melting pot. And government anba ko ase itu manpower nai aro, and especially the business community and the settlers, corona non-local settlers anba government ge complain korgane itu implementation bi hole diktar hoyas ni ina observe kore ase aman Dimapur Naga Students Union do. Nagaland do it's a very unique state. We have a different culture, different history, and a different geopolitical in the geopolitical context also it's very different. So we are stressing and giving utmost importance to the implementation of ILP, especially in Dimapur. The implementation of ILP will help in protection of indigenous cultures and tribes, because the ILP, it will help protect this numerous distinct cultures, language, and tradition. ILP though it helps protect these communities from cultural dilution and encroachment by regulating the entry of non-locals, and the implementation of ILP will also help in the democratic safeguarding of our state. Unregulated migration could alter the demographic balance of the state, potentially marginalizing the local population. ILP will help to prevent such shifts by controlling the influence of outsiders. And also security concerns, given the history of insurgency in Nagaland, we share borders with Myanmar also. So implementing ILP will help in regulating who enters the state and adds a layer of security and oversight. So you see, the implementation of ILP also help in legal and constitutional backing. ILP is provided by the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act 1973. We all know that. So which is constitutionally protected. It aligns with our Article 371A of the Indian Constitution, which gives Nagaland special rights over its customary laws and ownership of the land and resources. And the most important point is the sustainable development. By limiting unchecked migration, the ILP system ensures that the development happens in a way that benefits the local people and not the outsiders or the external interests. Therefore, we urge the state government to implement the ILP and enforce it at the earliest. Thank you.
I think Naga Manukam bi sob jane asola ILP to ki ase. ILP to kubokule to it was introduced by the Britishers through the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act of 1873. Itu to hole to poila press release bi press conference bi kui dise mohana president para. Itu hole to buka Manukam para itu indigenous tribal Naga Manukan ke sai kena. Itu kan tu hole to inika thakile tu tai kan tu hole to uneducated ase mani nisina educated na hoy. Itu karne ta kan ke check na purise gule tu ta kan ke ber ekta nisina na rakhi dise gule tu tai kan la mati kan ta kan la identity kan sob chur ho jabo ine thaki ne dali ne thaki laga ase. To fast forward ite dule tu when we got the statehood, we were given a constitutional right, a special provision under Article 371A. To itu sai kene government of India bi up in Naga Manukan to be distinct ase alag ase. They will, so that in order to prevent us from being exploited by those who are more educated than us, ILP dhaliela ase in other districts. So unfortunately, Dimapur district it erstwhile it to hole to Chimu Newland hole Dimapur district to hole to dhalibo pare na through the inability of the government. So it to hole to high time hoje Naga Manukan bi we know that Dimapur being the gateway of the entire Nagaland, unabated influx to hoine jase. So time and again, Mohan civil societies, not only Dnsu, even NSF, even all the entire CSOs of Dimapur, Mohan ju para halak kuri ase government ke appeal kuri ase. Phal para ILP to strictly enforce kuri bi robust mechanism dali dibi. Kui gena dali ase. Now the government is saying there is a bureaucratic laga process ase, hurdle ase, like our GSS say, it you manpower nai. If the government is really concerned for the people of Nagaland, for the indigenous communities, I think it is high time for them to establish a mechanism. Manu holibi lagile to CSOs can be kwaso baba. We are ready to give cooperation to the government anytime. So now we demand that time for delaying is over. It is to strict, robust ILP to Dimapur dalibi kuina appeal kuri ase.
Marwari Samaj Kanda, they have requested the government that saying that non-Naga permanent citizens should have the rights to purchase land in the municipal areas of Dimapur, and any other rights like that of the other respectable and legal citizens of the state. Kahan itu mang kita government dia kahan request about the people.
See, first of all, this is not Shillong, this is Nagaland. Second of all, Article 371A, like Sir Azo have said, Article 371A ke karne dal gina ase. I will first talk about the history of the Nagas. See, Nagas have shed their blood. Many lives have been sacrificed to protect our identity, our land, our culture, tradition, and custom. Now, our ancestors have shed their blood to get this Article 371A. During the time of Jawaharlal Nehru. I think it was 16-point agreement. It was a part of 16-point agreement, Article 371A. Even before that, the Britishers, they did not allow their own fellow Britishers to come into the lands of the Nagas without the ILP. They came to know that these Naga people are innocent, uneducated, tribal people. Their land cannot be snatched. They felt the need to protect the unique identity, the existence of the tribal people. Naga Manmohan Nishna. Now, first thing first. Now, second thing. Bahar Manu Aigina Mati Kinmo Nadiba Karni. Amikala land and resource. Na, itu exploit Nukurba Karni to Article 371 Dalganasibo. First thing first is Holibi, itu Holibi Kota Mandibo. Take us. Tahan 1963, I gave birth third generation, fourth generation, I just like I said. Money Jashamo. Take us right the ball again. To write the ball again, Tahan Kla will pay against person. First thing first. They said before the creation of the Nagaland state, 1963, they were here, they are very much a part of citizens of Nagaland. Then the existence of the Samaj, Marwari. First thing, itu Marwari kota dengan. So Marwari, they have very good reputation in Nagaland. So are they not also responsible to abide by the Constitution of India if they are really in India? First thing first. Now they are talking about the minorities. See, as per the Constitution of India, two types of minorities are there: religious minorities and linguistic minorities. Nah, linguistic pra holi bi ami kam to tahan pra bi kumti. Nah, adan religious jaise koli bi tahan to Hindu kan asu to. See, ami Naga, ami America ta boishe koli bi ami Naga sa khunbra. Ami UK ta boishe mo to Naga sa tribal man asu to. I'm minority everywhere. Just because there are few people of here in Nagaland, they want to call themselves minority. That I don't moi to accept it. Minority ko as a whole India constitution ki likhana se that minority ko na sudu. Not as a state by state per minority man ke choose korna. Holibi that depends on the government of Nagaland if we want to consider them as a minority or not. Now purchasing of land and XYZ they are saying. Now first of all I want to question the very existence of the Samaj. As far as I know, the foundation of the Samaj, Marwari Samaj, is to protect their identity, culture and traditions and custom of the Marwari people. Now imagine the one who claimed himself to be speaking on behalf of Marwari Samaj, Basu Damani. I have written a letter to the president of Marwari Samaj. Either the Marwari Samaj have authorized him to speak on behalf of the Marwari, or he just said that by his own, individual interests. Because everybody knows he is the vice president of BJP. Now imagine the president of Dimapur Nagas Union. मैं NPF ते member था शिकलो तो. नहीं ले तो नागा हो BJP president था शिकलो तो. ना ले नागा council RPP ते काम करता शिकलो तो. Political interest घुस जासो तो. I am not supposed to be aligned in any political organization. Jinin man no boysat करसो तो. Samaj kantu they from this Marwari Samaj kantu they from this organization to protect the identity, culture, and tradition, custom of the Marwari, or they have formed this organization due to the need of political interest. Itu mo kanya koi dili. Then we'll only talk about ILP or not. Now, even the BJP, he is the vice president of BJP. I'm pretty sure BJP have never authorized him. I have never seen any BJP political party against the implementation of ILP in Nagaland. Nor does the NPF. And it is also a harsh fact that none of the political party have given their party manifesto as an ILP. And this ILP is important. Now we are talking about 147 assistant professor post. That is also very important. That the assistant professor kora man khan begdor hobi, frandor hobi, silingdor hobi ki hobi, nagaman takshido. Nagaman naturally because it is affecting our future. Now we are talking about some outsiders coming and snatching our land and I'm khan na itu jaga para mani to jabla khoto pasu do. This is very sensitive. Now be it Bihari Samaj, Bengali Samaj, Marwari Samaj, if they are really for the Nagas, if they are really the citizens of India, Desh ki Nagrik, they say that. So if they are the citizens of India, are they not responsible? If they love Nagas, they should be the one to support the Nagas. They should think for the interest of the Nagas. They are not minority. They have money. You couldn't control when I say Khatai Dan Hoy. Tahan nothing Shaka Boykin as a Busha, to Boy indigenous Maya say, did Voodoo. Tahan effect no. Illegal immigrants couldn't bad like Nawase, I'll be Natalbi. Couldn't be one Hidu. Illegal immigrants and bad even Mulaitu. Move problem Mulaitu. I'll be Natalbi Gugina. Holibi, nothing Sichibra Aman Khan, who claim themselves to be the indigenous of the Nagaland, are saying that ILP should not be implemented. On what ground ILP should not be implemented? It is like first thing, history also. ILP the Indian citizens they have a right to live everywhere. Are they illegal immigrants? They don't want us to call them illegal immigrants. They don't want us to call them non-local. But they don't want us to implement ILP. The ILP is to identify people. Illegal immigrants immigrants kun indigenous itu kan ke identify kurbo karna sudo, differentiate kurbo karna sudo. The ILP na dalbi ko ase, mati bi kinbo ko ase, minister MLA post bi jabo ko ase, ar ILP na dalbi ko ase. So that is the thing. So regarding discussion, see, Naga manula mati ase, Nagaland jaga ase. If they told me racist leaders, I don't mind. Okay, holibi Nagaland the bhagina Nagaland na kanun follow ko mon na. Nagaland the bhagina Nagaland against kurbo. Nagaland na whatever is well-being of the Nagas itu get against kurbo, against the policies of the betterment of the Nagas against kotachi kurito itu tahun tu. With due respect, Nagaland charging itu tu. No, honestly I'm saying, Nagaland charging bi. Moi bar kheta bi gwan holibi tahun Naga man ke moron nakle charge bi. I really wish that there is some Hindi channel also na padle mein Hindi bro khoto ko. They call themselves देश के नागरिक और हम नागा आदिवासी हैं. तो देश के संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 एक दिया है ना, क्या इनको भी फर्ज नहीं बनते इसको निभाने के लिए? लेकिन नहीं, देश का नागरिक बोलते हैं. तो देश का संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 में नागा आदिवासियों को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए या ILP इंप्लीमेंट करने के बोल रहे हैं. अगर ये लोग नागा आदिवासियों को प्यार करता है, नागालैंड को प्यार करता है, तो हम लोग को सपोर्ट करने चाहिए ना. हम थोड़ी ना इन लोग को अगेंस्ट कर रहे हैं. This is the big question, okay? This is the big question. Nagaman can understand kuro lage. Nagaman itu bishi itu sabi. Now I will also say this thing. See, these people, I call them desh ki gadar log. Moi tahan ke desh la gadar khan koi. Time mo Hindi da ahas kule tu kuma man ki bujbo lage kone. Now see, kile kole tu itu khan government ki bhi tax ठीक नहीं दे. Naga man ke bi Naga man la baking noi kena Naga man la mati chingibo. इनागा पुरकिना येते बोयकिना नागा मन के मोरम करे को जाय किना सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के ऑलता इन्फॉर्मेशन दी दसु तो इतु मन खाने डबल गेम खेला सु तो इतु अरे इतु प्रेस लिस्ट को आसे नागालैंड दे 40-50 years थाइजा मन को जाजो को आसे तो आज देख के आसे व्हाट दिस डे सैटरडे 10 मई तो आज एकजन बाहर मन 10 मई दाइछ 2057 दे सेम को तो ताई सेम को तो आमी दिमा मोडे 50 years बोजे सब को जब को तो so that's what we are speaking about ना तो इते सी Supreme Court of India पर भी तो March 25, 1971 the cut off line दिखना है illegal immigrants deport को दिबो कासु तो आसाम मन खन गया court defied कुछ है the Supreme Court passed a verdict in favor of the indigenous of Assam people ने कुम्मा मन तो इतु ILP करने court defied कलु कासा against नागा कासे we are ready we are ready if it is about crime ना law court खन खतो but if it is about the identity and the land of the Nagas public will answer to अगर हमारा जमीन हमारा पहचान का बात करते हैं तो जनता तो जवाब देता है ना तो सही असम गवर्नमेंट खान पर कट ऑफ लाइन 1971 दिखने से आमी खान गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नागालैंड ताइता इम्प्लीमेंट तो करा नहीं प्रपोजल ऐसे है they say that they will have a discussion with the COCs and all भी 1971 दिखने से तो आमी खान नागालैंड ने तो असम गवर्नमेंट के सक्से असम गवर्नमेंट के सक्से तो तहन तो भी 1971 आमी खान नागालैंड 1917 वो कासे तो अरे आमी खान नागा मंत्री इमान तो पागला तुम होला तो this has to be sorted out ना तो some people are saying Dimapur is a mini India they are manipulating kuma naga man भी itu man kan Dimapur is a mini India so if Dimapur is a mini India are they saying that Kohima is not India are they saying that Mukokchung is not India entire Nagaland is under India but Article 371 is for the to protect the tribal people like us now so they should know now these people what they are doing they will take see they have money they have resources this is the harsh fact they are close with some of the politicians some of our national workers some of the bureaucrats some of our Naga elders and they threaten us whenever we go and ask them tan kuch notice gulo to ami ki kuch na thengi na rakhi kina na of course they are elder we respect them আপনি জনম না হাগে তে আমি তো নাগাল্যান্ডে থেং রাখিছে मतलब মু তো নাগা নহয় তাই নাগা হৈ জিছে আমি জনম না হাগে তাই নাগাল্যান্ডে জিছে কোন তাই নাগা জিছে আর তা কইছে মই মারওয়ারি নাগা মই বিহারি নাগা there is no such marwari naga kachari naga bihari naga to naga se marwari to naga se and one last thing I would really want to appreciate one community and the Nagas are also aware you know what Gorkha people they came to my office they came to my office and you know what these Gorkha people say we are Gorkha we were Gorkha we are Gorkha and we will always be Gorkha we will never be Naga even if you tell us to be a Naga and we are proud to be called as a Gorkha and they didn't come to seek for their they didn't came to our office to ask for their rights they came to tell their rights and they went back I feel so proud at them हिंदी पर कहो ये गोरखा लोग आया था हमारे ऑफिस पे बोला था कि उन लोग का गर्व है कि वो गोरखा है और वो नागा भी नहीं है और नागा कभी नहीं रहेगा वो उसका हक मांगने के लिए नहीं आया था हक बोलने के लिए आया था so this is the type of community we need ना तो nothing is पर आगे था माने के लिए आई पे अगेंस्ट क्रॉस that is the question so we have given a letter to the Marwari Samaj seeking clarification on Basu Damani just see they should also know their limit na just because I become a member of NPF just become a member of RPP or BJP or Congress that does not give them the authority to just say whatever they want so we are also looking into it and we are against such thing if the Marwari Samaj whatever they are asking the rights from the administration first of all let them answer us whether they are in support of ILP or not yeah that is the question
अच्छा अपने kan 5th April 2025 the governor के लिखी हुई है जो ILP strictly implement करेगा but itu ILP लगा issue जो NSF रा इसी साल रा take up करेगा है so अपने kan जो NSF रा take up करेगा जो अभी जो issue का जो ILP implement करेगा लगा अपने kan मान दामोर रा बकल को ऐसे तो itu लगा related to जो NSF रा भी एक नुकसान होले NSF रा भी আপুনি kan ডিমাপুৰ নাগা ষ্টুডেণ্ট পৰা এইটো ডিমাপুৰ মিটিং যে ILP ইমপ্লিমেণ্ট কৰিব লাগে কণ্ট্ৰিডিক্ট নহ'ব
একচুৱেলি এইটো কণ্ট্ৰিডিক্টটো নহ'ব লাগে চি আমি খান ডিমাপুৰ নাগা ষ্টুডেণ্ট ইউনিয়ন আমি খান জুৰিষ্টিকশ্যন দিয়ে মখান অট'নমাছ মখান পাৱাৰ চলাই কিনে ফাংচন কৰিলে ভাল হ'ব নাও দেৰ ইজ ওৱান থিং there are certain things we need to consult as a whole Naga NSF is spearheading I don't know whether I should say this or not but NSF is spearheading now concerning see the Dimapur Naga Council Dimapur is the apex body we have voting rights there also so we are also in consulting with the Naga Council Dimapur our Dimapur ILP implement kurbo lage gole to government pra discuss hole to on behalf of all the CEOs Naga Council ke matibo and Dimapur Naga Union only if they invite us we will go but still then Naga Council khan pra jai kina khata koi now itu ILP la itu am khan Dimapur district koso kas like our AGS have said ILP is in regard to this new land Chumugidima and Dimapur but we are only focusing on this Dimapur about the letter to the governor we have met the governor also now the government should also understand if he really loves the Nagas the governor of Nagaland should also understand the Naga people are suffering a lot. The Naga people are suffering a lot. Now, it is unfortunate that the governor of Nagaland is not aware of these outsiders, non-locals, I should say. They don't feel good when I call them non-locals. Taking the name of our politicians underground and threatening us. They can even take the name of Indian Army and threaten us. They can even take the name of underground and threaten us. Whereas we Naga public, we cannot even take the name of Indian Army and threaten them, nor can we take the name of underground and threaten them. This is the situation we are living. Not all the underground is the same, but few. Now there are so many national workers. That the main purpose of national workers is to protect the identity, the land, the resource of the Nagas. They call it insurgency, and the government of India also know what is meant by insurgency. Insurgency means it's not a terrorist. Insurgency means people who are not happy with the law system of the government. They become against the government. A movement showing their dissatisfaction when the law is discriminating them. Our Nagas were divided into different states and countries, Myanmar, Manipur. That is how this Naga national movements are. They call it insurgency, we call it Naga national freedom fighters. And these Mayang people, these Tsumars, we call it Tsumars, Nagaman Tsumar. These Tsumars, Ami Khan takes digina, Ami Khan Naga freedom fighters come into bunduk to the reason for this. The freedom of the Naga national movement is for the Nagas sovereignty, self-determination, for our unique identity. Itu kani kurasa aro for our land, for our identity. Itu movement start worship tu. First thing tu. Itu kasi when the government of when the Indian Army came and occupied our land, the movement was started tu. You know, their foundation and their forming of these Naga national workers were because of our, I'm repeating, sorry, identity and our land. These people, in order to, kill our existence, in order to snatch our land, they are using our national workers. They thought, tahan babishiki. See, our national workers andas the man get treated no good. Biya man get treated good tahan bi. If it is treating the interest of the Nagas, na. And I should tell you, if this is not implemented properly, if ILP is not implemented properly, it will be a, kindly note this, it will be a non-violent genocide of the ethnic identity of the Nagas. Non-violent genocide of the ethnic identity of the Nagas. Itu bujhbo lagi de. Aji tu bhor bhor aise. Tina kali tu Kohima. Ara Kohima yo kali person ko buto. Kali bi Kohima to aste ora non-locals view jiklo to 30-40 years bujhi ko bo. Kohima bi mini India so ko bo. At least Kohima to capital of Nagaland so ko bo. Nadlaw jo ko to. So this thing will go on. To Assam government to 1971 digina ase cut off line March 25 te. Deport kodi bi ko ase. Now I cannot comment on that part where the Assam government can deport all these illegal immigrants or holy be kanun to banai dishi tu. Itu para protect to press at least tu. Tan para deport ko na parsu will be bulletproof to dishi tu. तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नागालैंड देखले बुलेट प्रूफ में दे क्लियर कट कोड भी ना आईएलपी ना दलबो कोगी ना नागामंडी को भी ना दलशे को तो भारत दलशे को भी ना नाउ वेयर वी कैन से नॉट ऑल दिस इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स और नॉट इज आलो खाता बिहार मन की खेता बिहार जगना भइ जाबो Marwari man ke kheta shi Rajasthan jeng na boi jabo Punjabi kan Punjab jai jabo ham jaga se dakan to for them to no issue ar ma han kheta bi na if they want to be different they want tahan illegal immigrants log alag thagi mo chiglo to they Samaj they should also support the Nagas na tahan naga man bha siglo to the first thing first is at least Assam government kan nishna 1971 cut off line jato ami kan naga man bi clear cut ekta cut off line di bola ge and this acts and regulation coming out it was supposed to protect and safeguard the Nagas but unfortunately I could see all these acts and regulation is to give more benefits to the outsiders itv ase so we will all have to see to it intellectuals are there naga man ase COs are there we will come together and discuss but this implementation of ILP should be done I know the government to transparency as government of Nagaland kite rukhawa na parbo that too I know but if the administrator the government of Nagaland can sincerity bar kuru siklo to gusa to gus jabo hole bi kote boibo na see suppose ami naga man asiklo to ami la gote jugali kam korbo lase building construct korbo lase to ami kobu to ILP koi ILP dekhabi chute jugali kam na apna plumber job kura ase plumber man ke ko ILP koi etis to parbo to ta kan jo rukhabi kone ai bu dibi na hole bi lending round to nidibo lage to itu ase ami kan
Now, 28 March 2025, Deputy Commissioner Office will consultative meeting that is minorities kind of. Unfortunately, ITC was chair for sure. Tate takan media logot kota kalam takan bose government laga chundo cut off year ase 1979 November to implement gole so willing ase. Only they even urged the government कि prior to that kun bado voters ID kan thakana will be 1960 wa aina ase aro prior to that pe aina ase goli to takan gido we consider kore ko ase. Now there is a confusion. Civil society ko ase December 1 1963 again government proposal ekta ase 1979 November. So now Dimapur Nakai Students Union ba government ki implement kore ko ase IMP only as a pressure group apuni kan bi government ke jundu chiti lekhe ase idu laga opore public kan laga safeguard rights of the Naga support as a student body apex body of Dimapur ki mangi ase cut off year ki hobo lage
cut off year first thing first ami kan coalition Dimapur Naga council na and as a whole student body na NSF being the apex body NSF their opinion is December 1 1963 ami kan Nagaman loka ase Nagaman ki mangi ase to ami kan DNS kan mangi ase NSF kan mangi ase to ta han gatu 1960 pra age ta gina se kuma to documents na ko ase to administrative ke mangi na bana lebi na that cannot be an excuse na ami kan pala aha to documents na gona ILP na dilbe gatu that cannot be an excuse itu to logic iko logic nahi tate bra aro sabi again there are still people kunma money ita to kobode thik itu implement corruption that they will again misuse the regulation that has been passed kunma mon to kobodo Rajasthan bra aibo noile to Haryana bra aibo na Gurgaon Punjab Bihar bra aibo to ki gana ase gulo to amena poila amla grandfather 1960 पहिला 1960 na thakat na amla grandfather thakise amki dibi mo mati kino boilobo si bujibo lagi dimag thakbo lagi to extra pura dimag digena si bujibo lagi aro kunma to kase to ami khan to ki kina korbo ami khana documents nai to banabi na authenticate at least dibi na at least electricity bill dibi hola nole ration card to thakise hola ki ba to thakise hola to thakino se trade license to thakise hola at least to কিবা কিবি থাকছলা ইটো আনিবি অথেন্টিকেট করবি জিটি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন খান নিদিয়া কইলো তো নো নাগাসিন নিয়ন্তা খান হোসাবে জিনি নাসে কইলো তো we will go and request the administrator that these people came prior to the 1960 খান নিদিজন দিদিও মখন কব তো হালিবি দেখান ডকুমেন্টস নাই ইতে কারণ আইএলপি না দলবি তো তাইলা একটা খানদান বাঁচাবলে সব নাগা মানকে দুবাই দিব তো না পারবো so there is always a way if both the parties come together না তো ইটো আছে কি 1960 তালা গ্র্যান্ডফাদার একটা আইকিনা থাকিছে पूरा खंडा नहीं जब कि मतलब ग्रेट ग्रैंडफादर नदी से आगे रखे सब करने दीजिए दीदी को बोले कि these people they have money once the implementation itu tahan favor dal dishna पूरा नागालैंड किन लोगो तो हम पैसा से तो आमी नागा बनासे तभी नागा स्टूडेंट आमी निजो नागा मनी माती নাই কোন মতে কিনকিনে ভাসো তো ভেরিফিকেশন যাব আর কোন আইএলপি এগেইনস্ট কৰাছে ইটো ইলিগাল ইমিগ্রেন্টস খান নই দে ইটো কান তো 19 প্রায়ৰ পৰা থাকা বনাছে তো তা খান কি আইএলপি এগেইনস্ট কৰাছে আমি খান ইটো ভেরিফাই কৰিম so this is it
अच्छा आपने कट ऑफ डेट तो 63 होगा ना 79 होगा ना
no 70 आसाम तक भी 79 दिगिन आसो
71.
आमी 71 ना तो आसाम तक भी 79 दिगिन आसे आमी खान नागालैंड तो after Assam only state was created तो it ino gina 79 da to don't you see any wrong there it should be 63 actually nah and if at all whichever is earlier but 71 Assam digina se under the leadership of the Assam governor we got statehood tahan ju 71 digina se nagaman pala pra to illegal immigrants problem face no ha Assam to polar face kurina so tahan tak bi 71 digina so this is the truth you can check it documents sabi itu as
prior to 63, non-Nagaland.
Actually, it is not us who did not agree, or it is not us who asked the government to say, but government said that they should be given some certain rights, and we accept it. In fact, not only that, non-locals can have a right to Thakbala, wherever it is. It is also our responsibility to safeguard the minorities, but to safeguard for the well-being of the Nagas and for the well-being of them, to coexist together in peace and harmony, not at the cost of the future of my children or my future.
Those who were here prior to
1963, yes.
to become a non-Naga.
Yes.
You are okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
Plain Manu, Dusra, Marwari, Bihari, Bengali.
See, they have also contributed towards the Nagaland state. These people were already there since Second World War. So this thing, we acknowledge that, and we also accept that, but we do not accept the mentality of them saying that ILP should not be implemented. Aro tala grandfather immediate generation kan thake na halbe tahana bloodline pura घुस जाब तो करी इतनी अलग भागवा लगे थे आज एक शादी करছে চারটা বাচ্চা पैदा করছি তো আর বাচ্চা চারটা শাদি করব তো আর বাচ্চা চারটা বাচ্চা করে শিখলো তো অলরেডি 20 हो दिसे within 10 years खत्म हो যাব ना कांतो ना हुसा কথা আছে so all this thing मखान future करने को वाला আছে तो public kan जानबो लागे करने हम kan this is very important and I would like to request the media fraternity दूसरा भी important हो पारे there are so many important issues we have media coverage लेकिन ऐसे बोले भी इतु तो परा तक तो सब जगह पे पहुंचाई दी सब मन जानबो लागे इतु Nah, the government will always talk about procedures after procedures. I'm just a caretaker of this office. Itu dimana nagasin to amna private board nahi to. Ami to caretaker ase. Ami le 3 year khatam ho jabo. Dusra president jabo pare. Itu issue thakibo. To itu issue to government la mukh prato no to nokobo. Hole bi procedure after procedure kina 2 saal ho jese. ILP to kiman saal ho jese itu issue thado. So we should make the government we should make government to do things. Unless we let the government do things, they will never do. So times will come where, if at all, we have to go for democratic agitation. But this issue is very sensitive. So we can handle practical process. We are also thinking to have a coordination meeting with other Samaj. Non-locals kan gina, it kan ge mati gina makan be meeting kur gina ekta understanding there. We are trying to make them understand that ILP is actually not to go against them. ता हम भी बुझाने नाचिन होल भी we are trying to make them understand मोहन एक बार मीटिंग भी प्रो करने पड़ेगा से consultative meeting consultative meeting
So, President sir, since apnian mra wala ka insa to apnian she representation or she submit kurna singla do ni paase to apnian la concrete stand case or no issue lo next course of action apnian ki lo bole I will
so that too we cannot tell now some steps are better to be hidden. It is not good to say it in the media. See, mohan bhi chur man ke apni durubole ayas de gulo to already chur man polai jelo kot hobo na. Please try to understand the stand of the Dnsu also. But we will coordinate, especially first thing first, public to Dnsu logo aside. Dnsu public aside. Supporters can aside. It's just that we are not, only mohan de aside. Or we will have a meeting with the Naga Council also. Dusra CSS can be matibo. Or we also have NSF. So it has what step will be taken into Mohan? We have already planned out and we have so many things to do. But as of now, we will not be exposing this in the media. Thank you.
And your second point, your second question, Mohan ki mangya se to effective and robust mechanism to check ILP dali dibi kya to asa.
So lastly aro ki munja to since apnian ILP laga man firmly stand with us at the men itu related to our concerning public laga tahu itu munja to non-indigenous certificate aro ST khan ge non-locals, especially Naga women's married to non-local khan enaga certificate ami khan bishi dikhi pai. To itu laga stand laga pore Dnsu laga ki opinion ase.
Personal faith, personal relationship. Na ito kuma mantu ami kan naga mai kino ko my life my rule ko bo. To sa ase. Ina ko no kurbi ko le to my life my rule ko bo. Duk paise ko le to where are the student leaders ko bo. Back this when I was in Delhi, such thing happened. When we told them not to go and meet someone at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., they will throw their spit on us. They will even smoke cigarette and throw on our face. My life my rule. Abo rep hoshi ko le to kan digi na bo. Where is the student leader? Where is the president? Huh? Pala एक बार नागामन example मैं दिवो I'll come back to the point I'll just make एक तो student खान के harass condition है सब मन पर मैं क्या मारा शुरू से मैं treatment करने दिल जाए जैसे तो मैं injured ला flight नहीं private jet नहीं आई बना पड़ा नागामन लेकिन तो same mentality नागा माइकल को भी था ऐसे सी ताई पूरा foreigners लोगों से दी कुरुवी ताई पूरा बिहार लोगों से दी कुरुवी बेंगोल लोगों कुरुवी मारू लोगों कुरुवी we don't mind होले भी title तो Nidibi. Ne, Nidibi. We are very minority, no headdress, only with bloodline to Rakhibi. Na. Sabi. I will block Hotoko say. I will probably danger. It also do. Scheduled tribe ratio to indigenous people are more genuine with us. This other card ration card does not prove anything. Anybody can make a my deal jagni other card bana I can make. Voter card bana pore banai. Notice also there we used to vote. Tadena. Delhi there. We are also voters. So मुखमी दिल्ली जाएगी ना I'm a voter. आमी खान दिल्ली there 200 साल बोझो को लेबी they will not give us a right to contest in election or in their municipal council. But they are asking ना. तो कौन से आरा skill tribe I should ले तो itu skill tribe तो we don't acknowledge it and we are very much against it. अपनी खान मिदा भी you play a very important role. कौन मा मानो ठाकुर आवो मी ठाकुर को ले तो ना नोले चिशु कुमार ठाकुर को ले तो expose कर भी ना. No, media have a big role here in there. I mean, can see Dnsu. Unfortunately, we are not Superman. We cannot go everywhere. Actually, my activities to complain. Kita would trippy jawab. We're gonna tahan resi corona day. Every month we are coming up with issue, transparent issue. Media are also very much aware. Ito one issue to non-local sadi kuratu. We are not against it, but do not take the title of the Nagas. Nagaman title no longer. They cannot inherit our land. Aro by chance, bro, Baba, na. Baba Bihar रहता तो लुबी Marwari से मारो रहता तो लुबी तो no hatred okay लुबी that is affecting the other Nagas. Some of our मखान related मन भी शादी होगी ना से तो non local मन के title लोगों ने दिया मी title लोगों ने दिया इधर छाड़ भी adopt करेंगे ना निचला बच्चा के तो David James रखी वो हाँ आरोप adopt करा मन के इंजन पे मो होगा तो example Qualified जैसे कि लोग कुन ही समाना मासे कुन ही English लेना ना मासे दुकान पे ऐसा we have never acknowledged this we are totally against it host can be against करके ना से so yeah that is the stand of the CSOs and the government of the day they are also very much aware आजकल तो होना तो मीडिया हो कुछ मीडिया को आसे so I think it should be fine but this is very important issue more important than ILP actually but itu tidak to you know iman issue the more hana still fees there na